Okay, let's look at another example. GSHS is equal to 1 upon 1 plus ST1 into 1 plus ST2, where T1 and T2 are positive, and it doesn't matter which one is greater. That's not a point of this example. So just consider they are time constant and they are positive time constant. Okay, and we are not bothered about the exact value. Now you can write g of j omega, h of j omega is equal to 1 upon 1 plus j omega t1 into 1 plus j omega t2. So this is in j omega terms. Now magnitude, if you write 1 upon under root 1 plus omega t1 whole square, magnitude of this term multiplied by magnitude of this term, which is under root 1 plus omega t2 whole square. Okay, so this is magnitude value, this is angle value. Now angle will be minus tan inverse omega t1 minus tan inverse omega t2, minus because it is in denominator, minus it is in denominator, and omega t1 and omega t2 because the real term is 1. Okay, so imaginary upon real, so imaginary only are there. So once you get the magnitude and angle plot, angle, then you can use the values omega equal to 0 and infinity. So at omega equal to 0, this term will be 0, this term will be 0, overall term will be 1, overall will be 1, under root of 1 will be 1, under root 1 will be 1. So 1 into 1, 1. So 1 divided by 1 will be 1. So magnitude will come out to be 1. And angle, if you see, tan inverse 0, tan inverse 0, which is 0 degree. So both are zeros, that's why angle will be 0 degree. Omega equal to infinity, you will see mod is equal to 0 because this is infinity. Infinity into t1 infinity, infinity square is infinity, infinity plus 1 is infinity, under root of infinity is infinity. Similarly here also, infinity into t2 infinity, infinity square is infinity, infinity plus 1 is infinity, under root of infinity is infinity, infinity into infinity infinity. So this will come out to be 0, 1 upon infinity because. Okay, so mod is 0, angle will be infinity infinity, so minus 90 minus 90, that is minus 180 degree. Okay, so because tan inverse infinity is 90 degree, 1 by 0. So we got at magnitude at omega equal to 0 is 1 and angle is 0 degree, which is this point, and omega equal to infinity, magnitude is 0 and angle is minus 180 degree. Means this is your minus 80, this is minus 90, means from minus 90 it is going to magnitude equal to 0 at omega equal to infinity. This point is omega equal to infinity, this point is omega equal to 0, magnitude is 1. Okay, you can see, and the magnitude here is 0, so it will go something like this. So if you will have a t1 and t2 values, you can verify the angle for other values of omega will come out to be negative and the curve will go in this direction rather than this direction. Okay, it will go in this direction. Now the point is, it is crossing this minus 90 axis. Okay, so let's say you call it as omega dash value. Here the curve value is omega dash, so omega started from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 9, and like this it goes to infinity. So at some point of some value of omega, it is cutting the minus 90 degree axis. So minus 90 degree axis you can calculate by using the angle condition. So if I'll put angle is equal to minus 90 is equal to minus tan inverse omega dash, I'm calling this value as omega dash, t1 minus omega dash tan inverse omega dash t2. So if you solve it, minus 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 will get cancelled. 90 degree is equal to tan inverse omega dash t1 plus omega dash tan inverse omega dash t2. This will come out to be 90 degree is equal to tan inverse omega dash t1 plus omega dash t2 divided by 1 minus omega dash square t1 t2. I have applied tan inverse a plus tan inverse b. It's trigonometry. Okay, tan inverse omega dash t1 plus omega dash t2 divided by 1 minus omega dash square t1 t2. Now tan, if you will bring here, tan 90 is infinity, which is 1 by 0. So this will be possible only when the denominator will be 0, because 1 by 0 will come out to be infinity and tan 90 will be infinity. So that will satisfy only when the denominator is 0, which is 1 minus omega dash square t1 t2 is equal to 0. If this will happen, your omega dash value will be plus minus under root 1 by t1 t2, and frequency cannot be negative, that's why positive value we will take. So positive value we will take, negative value we can't take, under root 1 by t1 t2 omega dash. Okay, so this is the value of omega dash. But my motive of showing this omega dash value is not the exact value. I just wanted to say that it is coming a defined, means real value, means some value we are getting, it is not undefined. So usually in last case we saw that omega dash was coming out to be not defined. For example, if I'll put minus 80 degree, if I'll check whether it will cut minus 180 degree angle or line or not, then it will come out to be not defined, omega value will be not defined. But here it is cutting the minus 90 degree axis, that's why omega is coming out to be some value. Okay, so that's the way you can check whether it will cut or not the axis. So similarly you can check whether it will cut minus 270 degree or plus 90 degree or not by putting the value of angle here. So again it will come out to be undefined. So it will only cut at minus 90 degree axis at omega equal to under root 1 by t1 t2 time constants. So the curve will look like this, it will look like go like this. It will start from omega equal to 0, it will go on at omega dash equal to under root 1 by t1 t2, it will cut minus 90 degree, and then it will go on and on and on, and then finally at omega equal to infinity it will the magnitude will be 0. Okay, so that's how the polar plot of this will look like. Now I'll conclude the 3 examples what I want to finally say.